Hello, Cherie here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to share with you all some recent purchases of patterns, fabric, as well as some notions. So if you're interested in seeing some of my recent purchases, stay tuned. Okay, so before we get into the purchases, let me just show you very quickly what I'm wearing. This is one of my mini Brynn McCalls dresses. This is actually the only one that I've made in a solid color fabric. The only one that I've made with the longer sleeves. And it's actually low-key my favorite one, even though it's black. I don't know. I love this dress for fall, even though it's not fall, it's summer. But I love this dress. It's actually a little cool here in Minnesota today, in the 70s and raining. And so I put this on for the video today, and it just reminds me how much I love this dress. So I know I've made a ton of Brynn McCalls dresses, I think 6, but I'm gonna make 2 more because I want one with the sleeve length in a print, and I want one in the sleeve length, I think in either red or dark plum knit that I have. I'm gonna make those. But anyway, that's what I'm wearing today in case anyone wanted to know. So let's get into the recent purchases. I'm gonna start with some like notion-y kind of things that I picked up from Amazon during their Amazon Prime sale. I picked up a bunch of stuff. Actually, I'm getting things reorganized in my sewing room, and there were some things that I actually needed for storage. And then there were just some things I wanted to try out. I'm going to share 4 of these items with you. I have a couple more that I'm going to share later in videos. But today I'm going to share 4 things with you guys. And I'll do little, reviews of these in upcoming videos as I actually use them. The first item I'm going to share with you is this elastic. I'm still making a lot of new loungewear and pajama pants as I continue to replace the store-bought ready-to-wear items in my wardrobe with some handmade things. And the last time I went to the store to stock up on elastic, they were actually out. And so I went on and got this during the Prime sale. It's pretty inexpensive. It's 1 inch wide and it's supposed to be no roll, so I will test that out. But it was 32 yards. And so for the price, I'm like, it's worth the try. I have a lot of projects that I'm working on coming up that actually require elastic. So I went on and snagged that, and I'll test it out. I'll let you guys know if it's a good one for you guys to give a try. The second thing I'll share with you all is, again, because I have some projects that I'm working on and snaps are required. I already have like a snap tool, but I haven't put on snaps on things in years. I used to do a lot of snap installation when I used to sew for my kids when they were little and toddlers, but I hardly use snaps anymore. So whenever I would need snaps, I would just buy the little, the little Dritz card with like 4 to 6 snaps on it, and I would be done. But I need a lot of snaps for some projects that I'm working on. So I went on and got this case. It comes with a lot of snaps, even some colored ones you see down there in the bottom, a little handy dandy case, and it comes with all the tools you need. So yeah, I'm going to give that a test out. I'll be sharing that in upcoming sew along, and I will let you guys know my impression of the quality of that. This third thing, y'all, actually I'm gonna save this for last. This next thing I'm gonna share with you all, if you watched one of my spring, summer sewing plans videos, I talked about how I wanted to do more tailored fitted sewing as I continue to add to my hand-made wardrobe. I've gotten a lot of the basics done, a lot of the fun stuff, and now I want to get into those like wow items, the tailored jackets, the fitted dresses, pants, jeans, all those things. And so I've started in on this one book, and I need to get really accurate measurements of every inch of my body, it seems. And so anyway, this was something, again, that was a part of the Amazon Prime sale in the sewing section. And I think it's actually meant more for like people for fitness, if they're doing like a weight loss or like a muscle gain journey or something, because it's basically a smart body tape measure. You basically, you know, you put it around, say if I wanted to do some arm measurements, I'd wrap it around. You can actually lock it in and it will digitally tell you what that number is. Because you know, sometimes if you're pulling too tight or, you know, reading the number accurately can be a little challenging in certain areas when you're trying to do your own measurements. This is supposed to help with that. So yeah, I just grabbed this. Was it necessary? Absolutely not. But I love a good gadget. So I will try this out and I'll let you guys know what I think about that. And then the final item that I will share today from my Amazon Prime haul is so goofy. I have to admit, this is silly, but okay, a little backstory. You know, I just went in for the Prime sale. I just went to like the sewing category, and I literally was just looking through everything to see what kind of deals there were. And I happened upon something that triggered a childhood memory. And that is this like little, to me, toy sewing machine. So I think they sell them. They really mean that people will do like alterations and stuff with them. But it brought back the memory, a childhood memory. I think I was like 6 or 7 the first time I asked for a sewing machine. And I got the sewing machine, but my mom didn't realize that I wanted like a real sewing machine to really sew. I think she was, you know, I was 6 or 7. She probably thought like, she can't possibly want a real sewing machine, right? And I didn't grow up like seeing people sew. Like it was just something that I just innately always wanted to do. And so anyway, she got me this like toy sewing machine, basically. It's like this little plastic thing. It looked like a sewing machine, but it basically, you had like a little hand, like you turned it with your hand. You didn't plug it in or anything. And, and the way the story goes is I basically opened that box and like looked at the thing and then just walked away. Like, it's just like, I don't know what this is. So anyway, I think it was probably about 6 years later of me continuing to ask for a sewing machine that she realized like, no, she really wanted a real sewing machine. I think I was 11, so by that point I could really express like, no, I want to make my own clothes. And so when I was 11 or 12, I think it was the summer before I turned 12. We got like a sewing machine for us 3 girls to share, but my sisters didn't like sewing and I loved it, which was fine because I got the sewing machine to myself and I got all the fabric that they bought along with all my fabric. And that was the beginning of the sewing fool that I became. But anyway, when I saw that machine, it just, I don't know, it just triggered that memory for me. But then right beneath it was this thing. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. Okay, so it's a handheld sewing machine. This thing is battery operated. It is, you know, portable and obviously handheld, cordless. And it says on here, and that's what triggered me, it says on here it could sew through fabric as thick as denim. And I'm not like a prepper, you know, like like a doomsday prep or anything like that, but I like to be prepared. And so I do have a little like safety kits and containers for different things. And we always travel with like, you know, our little like emergency sewing kit with the needle and the thread and all that. You know, I have like nicer ones so that I could really like hand sew something with like good thread. But I thought this would be a good one actually to keep in the car and keep in my like emergency bag, go bag. So, you know, you never know if you're out somewhere, you need to like sew a top or sew something plastic or just something thicker. So not so much thinking about like hemming a skirt or hemming, you know, fixing a hem that fell or anything like that, but more like, okay, we need this to repair this to keep water out or something kind of situation. And so anyway, I'm going to test this out. I'm going to see how this sews. I'm going to see, does it really sew through denim? And I do feel like, you know, for some strange reason, if this isn't just a complete waste of money and it actually works, then I'm probably going to get another 2 to send to each of my kids to keep in their dorm room. My daughter has had several incidents where she's been headed out to something and part of a hem fell and she needed to do some quick hand sewing, or she's helping a friend. You know, she's in theater, and so with the costumes and stuff like that, there's always something that needs a fix. And so I thought that would be kind of cool for her to have. And my son, I'm just gonna make him take it. He'll probably never use it. Anyway, goofy purchase, but I'm actually really excited to give this a try. So anyway, those are the things that I bought over on Amazon. I will put my Amazon affiliate links to these 4 items in the description box in case any of you want to go over and have a look and support the channel at the same time, okay? All right, so now let's get into the patterns, the first round of patterns. So these are 3 purchases. The first round of patterns are actually ones that I bought online. It's just some of them. I have a few more that I'm not going to show now because they're for some specific projects that I'll share later. But I want to go ahead and share these. I know, again, a lot of pattern sales are going to be coming up, and I just want to share with you all some of the things that I've picked on sale in case you want to add to your to get sewing patterns list. So these patterns I'm going to show you were purchased on somethingdelightful.com. I had missed the in-store sale and went online and checked, and sure enough they were on sale at somethingdelightful.com, Butterick, McCalls, and Vogue. So this first pattern I'll show you. This is Butterick 6873. I really love the view with the yellow dress. I love the view with the yellow dress as well as the red dress. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But I prefer views A and B over view C. Really cute. Now, the only thing I will say here, this pattern seems to only come in their like plus size range, which is an 18W to a 32. So I might have to do some, you know, grading down on this. I'm not sure. But it says here that for the 18, the bust is a 40 and the hips are a 42. And then for the 32, it goes up to 54 inches for the bust and 56 inches for the hips. Now, if you look at the finished garment measurements, it doesn't include, it just includes the waist. And so there, it includes the bust and the waist. It doesn't include the hips, but it looks like it has kind of a fuller skirt. And so this will be one that I'll measure out on the pattern piece, or sometimes the pattern piece will have the actual finished garment measurements on it. And I'll just have a look and I'll see if I have to do any alterations. And when I sew this up, I'll definitely let you guys know. But unfortunately, I didn't see this one in the smaller range, and it also doesn't have it printed on the pattern. So maybe they started doing some patterns just in plus. I wasn't aware of that. This is the first time that I've like made note of that. But anyway, that was Butterick 6873. The next pattern I will share with you all is this one here. Again, love the dress. This is Butterick 6872. I really like views A and C on this one. B is okay, but I love that fluttered sleeve on view A, and I really like the kind of poofy peasanty kind of sleeve on view C. Love both the lengths. Actually would like to make view A first. This one, oh, I should have said here, this first one I showed you, the wrap dress, is rated very easy, and this is for woven fabrics. So cotton blends, chalets, rayons, crepes. This pattern here, the 6872, also is suggesting woven fabrics. It says here chalets, crepes, double georgettes, cotton blends, lightweight linens. And so really lovely fabric options. I'm thinking about using a rayon for this. I have a rayon in mind that I would like to make this in. But yeah, and the size ranges for this one, these are like their standard ones, so it doesn't have the expanded size range. This one goes just from a size 8, which is saying a 31.5 bust, up to a 24, which is saying a 46-inch bust. Okay. McCalls. I got one McCalls pattern that I'll share with you all now. I love this dress. I love all the views. This is McCalls 8286. Really, really cute. And so this looks like it's a wrap dress, but it's actually a shirt dress that has, you know, an attached tie that you kind of wrap around your waist to give that wrap dress look, and I am here for it. It buttons straight down the front, so you'll need anywhere from 11 to, it looks like 14 buttons, half-inch buttons, depending on the length that you make. It has the sleeve variations, and this also is calling for woven fabrics. So it has listed here cotton blends, crepes, gauze, and linens. I'm interested. I have some cotton fabrics that would be great, but I feel like the first one I make in this, I will probably choose a linen fabric. I have something in mind. We'll see. But I love this. I love the straight hem. I love kind of the curved shirt dress hem. I just think this is one of those dresses that I feel like would look great on like everybody. The next one is a Vogue pattern. This dress is so feminine and so pretty. I love it. This is Vogue 9076. I love all the views. I mean, they're all very similar. You're just getting basically 2 different dress lengths, and you're getting 2 different cuff lengths. It says here that's easy, it's rated as an easy, because I think it is very straightforward to sew. But just looking at it, me personally, I think you need to be ready to do some fitting. If you don't have like standard straight proportions would be my guess, to get that fit right in the waist. So this is one of those things where I would basically make this dress based on the waist measurement to make sure that fits good, and then try to do any adjustments from there if necessary. But I think it's beautiful, so feminine. It comes in the standard Vogue size ranges. There's size 6, which has a 30.5-inch bust, up to a 22, which has a 44-inch bust. And so, yeah. But again, for me personally, like I said, I would focus on the measurement of that waistline because it is so fitted through that waist. So, very cute. Oh, and of course, woven fabrics. Looks like really lightweight fabrics. Your matte jersey is also included in this. A heavy georgette, cotton lawns. That's what I'm thinking about, is a cotton lawn fabric for this. I think would be beautiful. All right, this next one. This is like vacation date to me. Like, I think this is so beautiful. Caribbean island, walking through the sand with my love. This is Vogue 1881. This would be nice for like a summer, or any kind of summer date night, but like a jazz concert or something. Oh my gosh, I think this is so sassy. I love it. This is calling for, what kinds of fabric? Rayon blends, poplin even, challis, lightweight crepe, so clearly woven fabrics. And it comes in that size range, an extra small, which is a 4-6, up to an extra, extra large, which is a 24-26 according to Vogue's sizing. So you're talking about a bust of a 29.5 up to a bust of 48 inches is what they're sizing this as, okay? But just beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. It's the hemline in the back. I mean, so pretty. I would love it in all white. Wouldn't that be pretty? I did go ahead and pick up this swimsuit pattern. I had mentioned to you guys before that I really want to make my first swimsuit. I've never made a swimsuit. I picked up in a recent haul that I shared, I think 1 or 2 swimsuit patterns. I didn't sew them. But maybe that'll be a fun like winter project, is to sew some swimsuits. I haven't gone anywhere that requires wearing a swimsuit. That's the problem. But anyway, this is Vogue 1894, and I just think that is so pretty. Size range on here is an 8 to a 26. So again, it says on here a bust of a 31.5 for the size 8 and a bust of 48 for the 26. The hips for the 26 is a 50-inch hip. The hips for the size 8 is 33.5. And obviously you need swimwear fabric for this. 4-way stretch, 75% cross grain stretch. And it has a little stretching guide on here. But I just thought those was really pretty, flattering looking. Final Vogue pattern from the Something Delightful pattern shopping haul that I did is this here. It's just pretty. Pretty little simple summer black dress. Vogue 1892. It is rated as easy. It's considered a special occasion dress. But I think it's just really simple and pretty and elegant looking. Love the detail on the back. This is in that typical size range again, which I've said several times, an 8 to 24. And it's calling for crepe back satins, matte jerseys as its fabric options. It has a slide slit, and it does also have an invisible zipper back, and I think it is fully lined. At least the skirt is lined. Yeah, I think it is fully lined. So I thought that was beautiful. Vogue 1692. Okay, so now let's move on to my first Joanne Fabrics haul. I think last week they had Butterick and Vogue Patterns on sale, so I popped into the store to get some things, because when I was on somethingdelightful.com, some of the new patterns, like they hadn't released the new summer stuff for Butterick at that point. So anyway, I got some patterns. That's what I went there for, but y'all know you always see something else when you go in there. This is just a random thing, but I love these scissors. These are just, I use these as actually good household scissors for paper and things like this. Of course, no one can touch my sewing scissors, but I actually went on and got this set so my son would have a good set of scissors to take with him to college. This 3-pack is typically $24.99, and it was and still is on sale for $12.99. And that's a good price for, you know, these are good everyday scissors. So got those. This is the random stuff that you see there. They had all their fall stuff on sale, I think 50% off. So I just grabbed these 2 towels for fall. This one says Hello Pumpkin, and this one just says Gather. And I'll probably use these just as, you know, table towels out on the screen porch as we continue to dine outside as long as we can until it's just too cold. I actually got like a little outdoor space heater for that screen porch this year, just so we can extend our time eating outside. I love that space, but at some point it just gets too cold to sit outside. So hopefully that will extend it a little bit for us so we can still sit outside in the evenings. Okay, so next let me show you the patterns that I picked up. I got this basic t-shirt. I got this basic t-shirt and tank pattern. It's Butterick 6874. At the back it has like a little opening. It has that extra little detail in one of them. I probably wouldn't make that. It just looks like it would make you cold. But it's there if you like that bit of styling or you need a little venting. It's calling for moderate stretch knits with 50% stretch. So your interlocks, jerseys, ITYs, bamboo, rib knit. And this is, I think, I don't know if this is a new pattern or not. I've never seen it before. But I'm actually planning on making even more t-shirts this year, because after making my little tops and t-shirts last year, I don't even want to wear the store-bought ones anymore. I love my handmade ones. So this will, you know, at least like change it up a little bit. And I do like View D. I like a basic shell like that. So yeah, grab that. And then I got this because, again, I always say that I want to make a jumpsuit and I never do. I like this pattern because it has the pant jumpsuit version and then just as a dress. And so I know I'll make the dress. But I thought this was just a cute pattern. This is Butterick 6890. So yeah. So yeah, I like that. I actually like all the views. I don't know if I would put the pocket up there. I don't love the way that looks. At least with the flap, maybe I would do the pocket, but without the flap. But honestly, I would probably leave that plain, because odds are I'm gonna make it in a print anyway, and I'm not gonna print match the pocket. So that would probably be the only modification I would make. This one is for woven fabrics. It says here silk, challis, rayon, crepes. And it's just lovely. It comes in the full size range of a 6 up to a 24. So it does not include the plus range in this one. Or maybe it was as a separate pattern. I don't know. Okay, so the next thing that I'll show you, this is an example. This pattern, they've split out the plus size from the standard size range. So I got them both mainly because I'm curious to see, like, is there overlap in sizing? Do they have more ease? Because usually I get the standard one, but I'm curious what the lower end of the plus size one looks like, because, and I say that because if you look at the measurements, they overlap. So the 20W is saying that it is a bust of a 42 and a waist of 35, hip of 44, right? If I look at the standard pattern, that correlates to, it has the same measurements as the size 20 on this pattern, which goes up to a 24. So yeah, I'm just curious, like, you know, why is that the point that they're breaking it out? And for me, especially since I'm more curvy, is it better for me to use the lower size on the plus than the larger sizes on the regular? I don't know. So this will be my test, because this is one of those things that's a little bit more fitted, right? So yeah, let's talk about the pattern. This is Butterick 6901 in the standard size. And it's 6902 in the plus or women's range, okay? And so you can see here, it has the slacks, the shorts, and the vest. And so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more tailoring involved. And so I would like to see, right, is the plus size, is it cut more for curvy or not? So I'm gonna overlap the patterns and try to play around and see what, if any, difference there is in the pattern drafting and the fit. And then this next pattern I'll share with you, this is a Vogue pattern. Actually, let me show you this last Butterick pattern real quick. Yeah, I got this Butterick pattern because I'm gonna be sewing for some little girls. And so I thought this was just a sweet, darling, basic little dress. Butterick 6906. So I'm excited to give that a try. Look at how cute. I used to spend so much time sewing little girls' dresses for my daughter and even for her friends, and I kind of miss that. So, yeah, so that's gonna be sweet, sweet, sweet dress. So anyway, let's move on to the Vogue patterns now. Oh man, and these are, okay, so let me open up the envelopes. They put this like different number on the envelopes now when they're selling them in the store. Super irritating. So this is Vogue 1883. Vogue 1883. Just a cute dress. Cute, cute dress. And so this is calling for woven fabrics, satins, rayon, chalets, broadcloth. You do need some lining, and it's a crisscross halter dress, fully lined. So I thought that was really pretty. I like the solid color black version. This next one I think also is so pretty. Actually it looks prettier in the print somehow. It's a pretty print, but I like the basic white one. Oh, let's get the little thing out. So I'll show you that here. This is Vogue 1882, also from their new in the summer collection. And again, this is woven fabrics, satins, Ankara fabrics are listed here, crepes, and it's also a lined fit and flare style dress. This next one, really pretty too. Look at that. This is Vogue 1884. And again, I love the solid color one. I love that full skirt with the fitted bodice. So feminine. This is again is a lined dress calling for poplins, lightweight twills, as well as satins. And as I said, it's fully lined. I love the square neckline so much. And then this final one, I got this mainly for the skirt. On vacation, I would wear the top probably like with a little over jacket. I don't do shorts. I don't do shorts, y'all. Maybe I'll do shorts one day, but not these shorts. It's cute, but I'm not sure I could pull that off. So this is, but I love the skirt. But look at, I love the skirt. I actually love the whole skirt set. This is Vogue 1893. Yeah. And so again, this is also calling for woven fabrics, twills, linen, Ankara fabrics, satins. Yeah. And so these are all from their new collection. They all have the custom fit. Well, I don't know if this last one does, but the other ones have the custom fit where you have the cups, A, B, C, and D cup sizes with the patterns when you cut them. So you can do a little bit of customization there. And yeah, they're from the new summer collection. So I went on and grabbed those for my collection. And then I did pick up two fabrics. I like this for fall. I don't do a lot of like blue. I don't do a lot of these colors. But I thought this would be pretty in one of those dress patterns. One of the new dress patterns. I like the print though. So I'm gonna give it a try. This is like out of my norm as far as colors go. And then I just thought this was pretty. I love these colors, and I feel like these are colors that can transition me from summer into fall still. But look at that green. Look at that green and the yellow. Have some pink in there, and the off-white. And then I saw in the flyer that it said that McCalls and Vogue Patterns would be on sale starting today, Thursday. And I went there for Vogue Patterns because I have not caught a Vogue Pattern sale in so long, and I've seen a lot of new patterns that I want to pick up. I got to the store and was totally disappointed because there was a sign saying that that was actually a misprint. McCalls and Vogue Patterns were not in fact on sale, and it was Simplicity Patterns, which brought me some joy because even though I had my long list of Vogue Patterns ready to go, I was gonna max out my 10 patterns. I have been wanting Mimi G's new Simplicity Patterns. So at least I could get those, which was exciting because I think the last time when there was a Simplicity sale, someone had told me about it and I went, but they didn't have the new patterns out. And so that made up for the mistaken printing of the Vogue Patterns. I do hope they do a Vogue Pattern sale soon because I do have some that I want to get. Every once in a while I'll go ahead and pick them up at 30% off. It's just like one, but there's like a lot, and Vogue Patterns are already like more expensive than the US brands. And so yeah, I want a sale. So I'm going to show you quickly. I did get a few pieces of fabric today. I went to a different store. They're almost equidistant to my house, but I usually go to this one store, and I don't go to this other store often because it's like a bigger shopping area, and there's usually, you know, you get caught up. But I was going to Trader Joe's, and I went to Home Goods, and I went to Marshall's, and there's a Joanne's there that is much, much bigger. It was totally empty. It was so empty, I couldn't even believe it. It's one that usually when I go there, I have to stand in line forever at the cutting counter, so I don't often go. It was empty. But anyway, found some cute fabric. Look at this. I thought this was so cute. Look at, it's like spots. I love this. I got this, and then I got this little sweater fabric. It's coming up on the camera like it's not as matched as it really is live and in person. So I was thinking about making a dress with this and then making like a long cardigan with this. That's what I was thinking when I got those. Sweater fabric is so fun, cable knit. It's like a, yeah, it's really cute. And then I told you guys that last dress that I made for my, what did I make that dress for? I can't remember. Was it the dress that I made for my Fabric Mart Fabricista make, or it was the last dress that I shared in a video? Maybe that's what that was. At some point there was a dress where I said I wanted to make it in yellow linen, and I got the yellow linen. So I'm excited about that. Look at, I love this color. Again, it's coming up like much brighter. It's a much more mustardy yellow. It's coming up more sunshiny. Let me see if I can get the real color to come up. No. Anyway, the color's not coming up right, but I love it. So those are the fabrics that I got. Let me get out the other things. Thread is on sale again. I stocked up the last time they had thread on sale, but I did need my serger thread because I've been sewing like a fool, y'all. So I did get just the black and off-white serger threads, 5 each. They're buy 3, get 2 free. So I took advantage of that. And let me show you the patterns. So I'm gonna start with these 2 new look patterns that I got. I got this basic skirt pattern. I just think it's cute. This is new look 6623. And I think the new look patterns are, I think, $2.99. They're $2.99, I think. And then look at how cute this one is. Look at that. New look 6737. I would honestly make that jacket just as a jacket. Like, it's looking like it's supposed to be like a beach cover-up situation. But I just think that is so cute. I would actually make that jacket in the shorts as like house summer loungewear. I just love it. I just love it. I have to show this to my daughter. I feel like my daughter would like that. She would wear that top. But yeah, I thought that was so cute. Did I tell you the number? New look 6737. And then the simplicity patterns. Again, because Cherie's supposed to do a swimsuit. Look at this swimsuit. It's honestly the color blocking, like the colors that they used drew me in. But I thought that was so pretty. And this is, gotta get the booklet out to tell you the pattern number. Sorry guys. Let's try that again. So there's the pattern. This is Simplicity 9609. And let me show you, you can see a little bit better on here. And see the line drawing? See the front and the back? Really cute. Really cute. So I like that. I like a good one piece. And then this is another one of the patterns. Seeing Simplicity is doing this as well. They are splitting the like plus sizes out. They're splitting out at the 18 on this pattern I'm going to show you. But then the regular one goes from 16 to 24, which is 2 sizes bigger than the 18 that's on the plus size. So I'm going to be checking this out again to see, are they drafting it differently? Does one, does the higher end on one fit better? Does the lower end on the other fit better for me? Sometimes it's easier for me to just draft up because I need my fit at the bodice, and then I can curve out for any of my hip area into the larger sizes. But yeah, I'm just really, they were on sale for $1.99, so I figured this was a good time for me to kind of play around and get a feeling and understanding for what's the difference in the grading. Because again, if you just look at the back of the pattern, the size measurements, that the body measurements that they're saying for the 18 on here is exactly the same as on here. So why would you split the pattern? So I we'll see how the 18s fit on both of these patterns. So anyway, let's go in, and so yeah, we'll see if there's a difference in fit. So again, the 18 on both call for a bust of a 40, a waist of a 32, and a hip of a 42. So I don't know why they are splitting them if they have the same measurements. So this pattern number is Simplicity 9598, and I'll show you this so you can see the line drawing. It does have that seam down the front for color blocking. I would probably try to cut this without, I don't like seams down the front. And I wouldn't do color blocking. I would do a solid or a knit. So I'll probably do some modifications there in the cutting to suit, you know, how I like to do things. And then the back has that little sassy little cutout. So yeah, I really wanted to give that a try. And then this was the main pattern that I wanted, and I wanted it as soon as I saw it. And I was actually really annoyed when I went the first time and they didn't have the new patterns out. They had them, but they hadn't put them out yet. I was like, just give me the pattern. Then I went online and they weren't on sale. So I was actually, again, like I said, pleasantly surprised and happy that even though the Brynn patterns were not on sale, at least the Simplicity patterns were on sale, because I don't need any more Vogue or McCalls nor Butterick. So yeah, this is Simplicity 9597. And here it is. I love it in the print. I love it in the solid. I'm going to have to go check out the Melanated Fabric website to see, is this fabric from their site? Because I think that is a lot of fun. But look at how great it looks in the solid also. So this is, I'm gonna make this up soon. It's saying that you get a dress and a jumpsuit, which I didn't even realize. So view B, this pink one, the pink one is actually a jumpsuit. So yeah, loving that. Simplicity 9597. There it is there. Super pretty. Calling for silky types, gauze, rayons, cottons, and then the lining is a lightweight cotton fabric. And this one, I don't know if it branched out to the other size range or not. I knew with the styling of this one, is so full of the skirt that basically my bust range falls within this regular pattern quite comfortably, and so I didn't even bother looking to see if this one came in a plus size or not. But it's rated as easy. You have some buttons at the back, but otherwise it looks like elastic at the back waistline. It has pockets and yeah, some gathering. Super, super fun. So I can't even wait to cut into that. So that's it. That was enough, right? So yeah, that's it for today. I just wanted to pop in and share this with you guys. Again, because the Simplicity pattern sale, at least at my Joanne's, does end, I believe, on Saturday, not on Sunday. But double check your flyer. Again, the flyer, my flyer said McCalls and Butterick patterns were on sale. When I got into the store, Simplicity patterns were on sale for $1.99. So call, check your store, see what's what. But I'm so excited to have all these patterns, but especially this one. This is getting cut first. All right. All right, guys, let me know in the comments if you've caught any sales. Let me know your thoughts on the things that I selected. And yeah, I thank you guys for watching. Check my community tab. I made a little announcement about some changes that are going to happen here on the channel. I would love your input, your feedback, if you feel strongly about the things that I am suggesting that I'm going to start changing. I'm gonna change them anyway, for the most part. I mean, I will, you know, if I hear a lot of pushback on including certain kind of content, I'll try to stay away from doing that. Basically, I want to just turn this into like the Olive Cherie channel instead of trying to juggle the two channels and separating out the gardening. The gardening is fun. It's, you know, it's a lot to share, but it really is pulling me away from what I really want to do, which is share more sewing, share more tutorials, do more teaching. And so I'm trying to make I'm basically trying to set it up that I can still kind of share those little bits of my garden, or if I'm out shopping, or if I'm doing some home decor, or if I cooked a really good meal or made a really good smoothie and I just want to share it, because that's just a part of my life, and really treating this as more like, you know, I used to blog. So basically using this channel more as like how I used to blog. And so yeah, I hope you guys are okay with that. I'm gonna start rolling it out very, very soon. And so just look out for that. But if you wanna give some feedback, well, you can do it in the comments here, but you can also go to that community tab, read more about what I had to say and why, and let me know if you have any opinions about it. Yeah, I do wanna make sure that I'm recording and sharing things that you guys are actually interested in watching. I'm still gonna do all the things, right? Like, that's my life, but I don't wanna, you know, basically waste time filming and editing things that you guys actually really have no interest in seeing. So yes, that's why I shared that and offered to an opportunity for you guys to share your opinion if you really had a strong one. I figured most people wouldn't really care. I'm gonna try to be more diligent about putting like the little timestamp, so that it is something where it's like really, okay, I'm going off and spending a little bit more time on something that's not sewing related. At least you have the timestamp, so you can like skip that section if you really have no interest in seeing me out shopping or something like that, for example. But anyway, just wanted to alert you guys of that. I feel really good about it. You guys have probably noticed from the beginning, I had been struggling with like how to balance 2 channels, 2 Instagrams, all the things. And you know, you always hear like, oh, you gotta niche down, oh, you gotta separate it. And I finally came to the conclusion, listen, I'm a 50-year-old woman. I can do what I wanna do. And I wanna just make it easier for myself to just, you know, be me and share all the things that I really like to do. I mean, ultimately, the only reason why I'm sharing is in the hopes that maybe it inspires somebody else, right? I'm still gonna do these things whether I record it and upload it on YouTube or not. So anyway, that's that. I'll see you guys back here on the channel again soon with one of my many waiting to be uploaded sewing pattern review videos, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys back here on the channel again soon. I hope you're well. Yeah, that's it. See you soon. Bye.